I know how hard it is to move on when you've lost someone.
You do?
Hey guys, OstricVox here, and today I want to talk about Blue Diamond.
Blue Diamond is I think like a ghost to me when I think of her. I really wanted that feeling of mourning, and I was drawing a lot of influence from this Martha Graham dance called Lamentation, where there's this cloth stretched tightly over her body. Also, we were drawing a lot of influence from Leiji Matsumoto for her face, for her hair. She needed to feel like a strange presence that's just almost pulling you down.
She's definitely gaining a lot of new fans with this most recent Steven bomb, and a lot of people are thinking, is Blue Diamond going to become a crystal gem? Is she going to be redeemed? Is she going to step down from Homeworld or even turn against Yellow and White Diamond? And well, no. But before I get into why Blue Diamond won't be redeemed, the sick track you're hearing in this video is an 8-bit remix of What's the Use of Feeling Blue by my good friend Dennington. He's an amazing musician and has been making great 8-bit remixes of Steven Universe songs, including this one. And he's gonna start making other Stevenverse content like theories and discussions soon, so you'll definitely want to be subscribed for him. Not to mention, look at all of these images that he made. All of this pixel art, he's amazing at it. So yeah, I'll leave the link to his channel at the end of this video and in the description, and without further ado, let's get right into it. Blue Diamond is one of the 3 remaining leaders of Homeworld, and from when we finally meet her in Steven's dream, it is way different than how she was acting in the episode The Answer. In The Answer, she was a lot more straightforward, brash, and ruthless. In Steven's dream, we catch her in this broken down state. She is in mourning of Pink Diamond. She's lamenting. Steven is crying her tears. She is still in a lot of pain and a lot of shock and a lot of grief over Pink Diamond. And in the episode That Will Be All, it's shown that she's still reluctant to shatter the rose quartz bubbles because they are a reminder of Pink Diamond. They are what's left of her. So is the Earth and the humans, which is why she still takes care of Pink Diamond Zoo, to preserve her legacy, because it's like a piece of Pink Diamond is still there with her. And a lot of people are thinking, well, if all of that is the case, then she can be redeemed. Steven can get through to her. But I actually strongly disagree. Here's the thing about Steven Universe. We see the show through Steven's perspective. So we see the characters through Steven's perspective. When we first heard about Blue Diamond, that was Garnet's perspective of Blue Diamond. Very intimidating and scary. But when Steven finally sees her up close in person, therefore when we finally see her up close in person, she seems very lost, confused, upset, tired. Like she just wants to be done with this period of mourning. When we're introduced to Blue Diamond, she's in an emotionally vulnerable state. And since the Earth was Pink Diamond's colony, her planet, it's a logical conclusion to come to that she would want to end up protecting it and not want it destroyed in order to save another piece of Pink Diamond's legacy. However, keep in mind that all Steven has seen of Blue Diamond, and therefore all we've really seen besides The Answer, is Blue Diamond behind closed doors, when she's alone and with her Pearl or Yellow Diamond, the 2 people she trusts the most. But she is still ways off from redemption. In fact, I feel like it's near impossible. So first off, let's look at The Answer. Ruby accidentally fused with Sapphire and became Garnet by complete accident. And what does Blue Diamond do? Instead of being understanding that it was an accident, that she was just protecting Sapphire. Granted, she let Rose and Pearl get away. She still saved Sapphire's life, yet Blue Diamond still ordered for her to be shattered on sight. That's just cold and really shows how Blue Diamond is. Shows Blue Diamond's true character. Now, The Answer took place after Pink Diamond shattering, but that's for a future video. But there's enough evidence there to suggest that the events of that episode did take place after Pink Diamond was shattered. So it wasn't like Blue Diamond was just cold and ruthless and then Pink Diamond was shattered and then she suddenly became nicer or loosened up because she was distraught and upset. No, even after she was distraught and upset, she still remained cold and ruthless. And at the end of the war, Blue Diamond still had her hand in corruption. We all saw the blue part of the corruption light. She had no problem not only turning the crystal gems, but even her own soldiers into mindless creatures. Plus, diamonds in general, they colonize planets, which already has other life on it, as we've seen from Earth. So clearly she doesn't have that much regard for other life. If Pink Diamond didn't even have the zoo, she wouldn't give a rat's ass about humans. You gotta take a moment and think, how many other planets have the diamonds colonized? A lot. Look at all their murals, including Blue Diamond's murals. I highly doubt that humans and gems are the only alien life we have in Steven Universe. There has to be other races out there that were probably wiped out because of the diamonds, including Blue Diamond, for their colonies. And chances are she didn't even think twice. Speaking of not getting Rat's ass, the cluster is still in the Earth. Yes, she quote-unquote spared Greg by taking him to the human zoo, but like, she's still leaving the cluster in the Earth. And yes, even though her and Yellow Diamond did say, oh, well, we can still preserve some life, there's still time, they're not planning on taking every single human. At least, that's not what it sounds like. Just enough to make Blue happy. And even then, the Earth is still gonna be destroyed. It's not like she was like, oh, well, I don't want the cluster to hatch at all. She was like, oh, well, all the humans are gonna die, and then that's some of Pink Diamond's legacy gone. It's not like she's taking him to the zoo because she cares so much about humans. First of all, she addresses them as an it. But second of all, she took Greg away without even considering his family, even though she was mourning the loss of her own family. She just snatched him up like it was nothing, off of his own planet, away from his friends and family. And like I said, the diamonds are grieving, so it's not like she didn't know better, she just didn't care. She views humans as trophies, even after her and Greg were empathizing with each other. Nothing more. And then there's Garnet's vision that she had that prevented her from going to the Palanquin with Steven. Garnet was shook. She was absolutely terrified, petrified with fear at what would happen in her vision, where Blue Diamond saw her and then ended up finding out about all the other crystal gems. The fact that Garnet didn't go into any more detail was pretty concerning. The fact that Garnet said that she found all of us makes it sound like not even Alexandrite would have stood a chance. I personally don't see Blue Diamond ever sympathizing and stomaching the crystal gems long enough to be redeemed. I think she'll always want to shatter them on sight because unlike Peridot, unlike Lapis, unlike even Jasper, Blue Diamond likely made some of those gems, but also, she ruled those gems. They were under her command. They betrayed her and all of Homeworld. They aligned with the person who took away one of the most important people in her life. For that reason alone, and pretty justifiably if you ask me. Not saying that I side with the diamonds, but I understand why Blue Diamond would never, ever wanna side with the crystal gems. Now, I do believe Steven is still gonna try to redeem Blue Diamond anyways. He's gonna try to get through her. He's gonna try to talk to her. Now, Blue Diamond knows all the Rose Quartzes except the leader of the Crystal Gems got bubbled. She knows that Rose valued all of the life on Earth, especially humans. How do you think she's gonna react when Steven, who's probably gonna reveal that he's half gem, half human, is gonna try to talk to her? When a hybrid is something that she views as a trophy, and the other half, probably the particular gem she hates the most, walks up and reveals that yeah, he was eavesdropping in all the moments where she was her weakest. She's gonna feel like he's taking advantage of her, and she's gonna be absolutely furious. I believe that's the most likely scenario. I do think that Steven, without a doubt, try to get through her, and if anything, Blue Diamond's gonna have the bigger rage than Yellow Diamond. Now, let's look at the other side. How could Blue Diamond ever be redeemed? Well, one, she would have to learn where her sister made a mistake. Her sister only saw humans as trophies. She has to understand the value in humans, because right now she doesn't. Gems are stronger, smarter, more efficient than human beings. However, human beings have an advantage. Their feelings, their emotions, that makes them strong in their own way. Dare I say, in the real way. Blue Diamond was already impressed by Greg being able to empathize with her. So if she did have the time to actually sit down and understand humans 100%, then maybe, just maybe, she'd be able to understand where Rose and the Crystal Gems come from. If she understands what makes human beings so special and actually starts to legitimately care about them, then a seed of doubt about the cluster will be planted into her mind, and then she will start having doubts that destroying the Earth is actually a good thing to do. And maybe if she understood humans and their love for the Earth, then maybe she would start understanding the Crystal Gems, but I don't believe she would actually side with the Crystal Gems because he still shattered Pink Diamond. I feel like that's something that's always going to hold her back. Now, a lot of people speculate, and I do think it could be a possibility that Pink Diamond actually loved the Earth and its humans and had Rose shatter her. That she had a hand in the rebellion. I do believe that's a possibility. Although, since I first brought up that possibility months ago, like right before Bubbled, so before we knew that Rose shattered Pink Diamond, I'm not sure how I would feel about it now. I'm still down for it, but I don't know if I would enjoy it as much as I would now, because I kind of like the idea that Rose just simply had to make a tough choice and Pink Diamond had to go. However, if the Diamonds knew that Pink Diamond supported Rose Quartz and the Crystal Gems and had a hand in their creation, then maybe they would start to change their tune too, at least Blue Diamond. maybe that would cause her, and maybe even Yellow, to make amends with the Crystal Gems, but like I said, so many fallen comrades between both Homeworld and the Crystal Gems that it'd be just really awkward, and I don't think it would feel 100% genuine if it happened like right away. Now, something that I do believe is that Homeworld is fighting another threat, so maybe Steven will unite the Crystal Gems and Homeworld together to come and fight this threat. But I'm starting to get into a lot of other theories right now. Basically, as it stands right now, as long as the conflict is between the Crystal Gems and the Diamonds, and only them, Blue Diamond will not be redeemed. I don't believe any of the diamonds will, for all the reasons I've explained in this video. It just wouldn't feel genuine, it just wouldn't be right. It'd be a complete 180 of the lessons and morals the Steven Universe is trying to teach us about war. But these are just my thoughts, and I want to hear yours, so please comment down below. Do you think Blue Diamond will be redeemed? Do you think she won't be redeemed? Let's get a discussion going, because this is a really interesting topic. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, it really helps us out. Follow us on social media, links to everything in the description down below. Ostrich Fox, signing out.